Okay, thank you everyone for actually coming to the Blitz School. We've started this activity right from the beginning of this year, where every week we actually take care of one new subject, a new way to train you, a new way to teach you and show you how this wonderful business of Renown Global can actually be built globally. However, I'm not going to be the professor for today, right? It's really, really an honor and privilege to actually invite the professor for tonight. This is the same professor who changed my life 12 years back, right? I want to give you a trick, and everybody needs to know this trick before the professor actually shows up, right? He keeps saying one word: pay attention. And that's not a joke that he's trying to say. It's serious when he says pay attention. So, whether I understood something or not understood something, I used to take notes as fast as possible, how quick as I can. And today, 12 years later, I'm back with my book because today we have a very, very special professor who is going to take the school, a person who's have more than 30 years of experience in the world of network marketing, a person who has made millions and millions in the world of network marketing, right? We also call him chief, but today we would like to actually call him our professor. And chief, if you can, if I can pass it back to you, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the professor for tonight, Mr. Mel Gill.
Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Warm welcome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You can hear me good, Pradeep? All good?
Yes, yes, all good.
Okay, excellent. Wow. It's great to see everybody. And this is really an informal type, call it a training if you want. Oh, let me say bye to my dad 1 second. 1 second. Be right back. Okay, have a good one. Let's go.
Okay, everybody, I hope you guys are taking notes. Take notes, right? Take notes because this notes is going to help you make some money today. I know the topic that we are going to discuss today, and the topic is really, really good. So back to you, Chief.
Oh, thank you, Pradeep. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're just going to keep this short, sweet, and simple. Pradeep asked me to say some things on this type of a training platform, right? And I didn't know exactly what to cover, so I just talked to my assistant and I started throwing stuff at her. I said, make this into a PowerPoint slide, make this into a PowerPoint slide. I was just talking off the top of my head. And so she sent me the slides this morning. And so I have not even looked at them, but hopefully it's what I was telling or saying to her that she put into the slides, right? Because we started pretty early this morning, so I didn't have a chance to pull up those slides. But that's what I'm gonna share with you. And what you'll understand is that I'm not perfect in this business, and you don't have to be perfect in this business. And if my slides aren't perfect in the business still works, right? That's the message. The business still works. And we keep everything simple, simple, simple. Here's what I want to kind of point out. I know we can go to the next level if we do some of the fundamentals the right way, right? And I'm not saying anybody's doing the business the wrong way, but it might not be the exact correct way yet, right? And we're all growing together. So write this down. Everything you do, okay, has to be simple and duplicatable. So if you write those two words down, simple and duplicatable, right? I'm telling you right now that I those of you that don't know my story, I started doing this at 21 years old, right? And my wife was 19. And so we didn't have credibility. We didn't have people following us. We had no social media. We had none of that stuff, right? But one thing we learned to do is not be an expert, right? But just point, guide, and direct. That's all we did was point, guide, and direct, right? And when that started to happen and the right people came to the table, people thought my goodness, if this 21-year-old kid can make this kind of money, this 19-year-old girl can make this kind of money, I can do this, right? So when you're getting people exposed to the information, there's only two things on their forehead right here. Just imagine that. You're looking at them, right? And there's two things written on their head. Is this real? And can I do this? That's it. That's it. That's what's on their head. So when you're looking at them and you're talking and they're talking, is this real? And can I do this? That's the question that's in their mind, right? Is this real? Can I do this? And if you can answer those two questions and they're at the right time in their life, there you go. It's as simple as that. Answer those two questions in their mind, right? Knowing that that's what's on their mind. And there you go. It's as simple as that, knowing that if you can answer those two questions, right? And feel free, if you guys have questions, whether you want to pop it in the chat while we're going through or you want to unmute. This is an informal thing. I know we got quite a few people here, but don't worry, because your questions and your thoughts are going to help somebody else as we go through this, right? So don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We're all family now, right? Yes? Yes? All right. You give me energy, I give you energy. Saji, I got some messages during that event where people said that there's lightning and thunder and rains in Kerala, so not to worry, and that they love you. That's what I got some messages. Just wanted to let you know that. Just because I saw your face right now, so I wanted to share that with you. All right, so check this out. We're going to go through some slides, and I want you guys also to not think technical, not act technical, right? Keep it what? What do we write down? Simple and duplicatable. Simple and duplicatable, right? Here's where you're going to lose. If you become the perfect presenter, you're not going to make money. If you become the most smoothest talker, you're not going to make money, right? Because what we do is we get paid on the masses, on the network. So everybody has to feel that they can do this. And they need to say to themselves, if she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it, right? But if they see you do this fancy stuff and you're a full-timer or whatever, they can be like, no, I'm too busy. I'm too busy at my job. I don't need to learn all that stuff. It's too technical. It's very fancy. You're going to make $10,000 a month, but I'll never be like you. If they're saying I'll never be like you, you already lost the game. If they say, that idiot can do it? Really? He's making $2,000 a month? That idiot? Oh my gosh. That's how you build the network. Then everybody's in. Right? Because when I was 21 and my wife was 19 and we went to that first presentation, I didn't understand the compensation plan. And just write that down too, because when you guys show the plan, nobody understands the compensation plan, right? And we're going to talk a little bit more detail about that. I didn't get the product, that time it was a skincare company, and a guy like me, back then, men didn't use skincare, right? Okay. But what got us was when we saw people come across the stage and they said, last month I made 7,000 US dollars and I already quit my job. I'm a waiter at a restaurant, right? The next person came on. I'm cleaning houses no more. I stopped cleaning houses because last month my check went over $5,000 a month, right? And when we saw all those things, we said to ourselves, we don't understand the compensation. We don't understand the product. But if these testimonials are real and these people really made that money, and that lady's a maid, a cleaning lady, that guy's a waiter at a restaurant, that person's an accountant, that person's, a welder, whatever, and they can do it. If somebody teaches us and they can do it, we can do it, right? That's all. If somebody can teach us, that was our attitude. And from that attitude, we started to build the business, right? So let's see what my assistant put together on these slides. Like I said, they might be accurate, but who cares? We're just going to get our points across here, right? So Pradeep, do I have the ability to share screen on this?
Yes, you do, Chief.
All right, let me do that. And then I'm going to give you some real life examples, because you guys know we just opened up the United States. So I've been doing a little bit of prospecting, and I'll tell you what works for me and what doesn't work for me, right? Let me share screen here. Boom, boom. All right. Can you guys see my screen, Pradeep?
Yes.
Okay. All right. First things first. You're building a culture. You're building a system. You're duplicating with the masses. I know we have not released the residual income yet, but when we release it and it starts to go bigger and bigger and bigger, you have to be prepared now. You have to be prepared now. Okay. And you can't tell people to get the residual income. You can't tell people to get on auto ship or smart ship, right? People will do what you do. So what's the date today? What's the date today? It's the 29th. You only have 2 more days for the month, right? And the calendar month has to have a smart ship for you to qualify for all the bonuses. We get paid like 12 ways, right? You only get paid 4 ways if you're not on smart ship, and your people are going to do the same thing. They're not going to get paid 12 ways. So if there's no smart ship listed in the month of March, it's no good, right? They're not qualified for all those other bonuses. So I'm gonna tell you right now, we've got 2 days left. People do what you do. So if you say, "Hey, Mary, did you get your smart ship in?" No, not yet. Okay, I already did mine, right? You got to do yours. I did mine. You got to do yours. I did mine. So I've just put this slide up because you know what? I realized when I was talking to my assistant, there's only 2 days left in the month, and a lot of people are going to forget their smart ship, which is unfortunate because, why leave money on the table? You're leaving money on the table by missing smart ship, you know? And if it's $50 or $60 and you're not making that much money yet, then we got a real issue. Then you need to make more than that. And that's what we're going to talk about, right? On how to do that. So let's follow these key little systems. Number one, next step, are you coachable, right? You might be really smart at your job. You might be a really smart business person. You might be this, you might be that. But right now you need to clean the slate, empty your cup, right? Clear the whiteboard and start today. So some of you have been in for a few months and you're not making, did you make money last week or week before, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, you can start today and start a whole new fresh life and fresh business, right? So question is on the screen, are you coachable, right? Are you coachable? Okay. So let's jump right in. I call this the PS3 training, right? What's PS3? Okay. Everybody see that on the screen? Yep. What is PS3? Okay. Look at the screen. Number one is peak, right? Number two is S for show the plan. PS, peak, show the plan. And then you wrap it up with a 3-way call or Zoom or a 3-way Zoom, right? And so those are the 3 areas that we're going to talk about, keeping it real, real simple. Okay. Here's what people do on the peak part. They call their friend and they say, I'm in this network marketing thing and we've got travel or we've got this amazing water. It's very interesting. Come to the Zoom meeting like that. Okay. Guess what? No results. No results. Okay. Write this down. Sell the sizzle, not the steak, right? Sell the sizzle, not the steak. What that means is you have to pique their interest. When you pique their interest, you do not present on the phone. Okay. I'm going to show you real life examples on how that works, right? Okay. On this new team that just came on board a week and a half ago, right? Mr. Sonu calls up Don and he says to him, look, there's something new coming to the United States. I've got to show it to you. Don says, what is it? He says, look, man, it is 99% visual. I got to show it to you. Right? When do you got 20 minutes? Let's put it together. I want to show it to you. Right? So then he invites him to the Zoom to show him the plan. Right? And then the guy gets excited. And then what does he do next? Like PS3. He puts him on a 3-way Zoom with me. Right? As simple as that. 1, 2, 3. And now look, Don says they're going to close out at 100 people this week. But where did that come from? One guy calling him saying, I got something powerful coming to the United States. I need to show it to you. That's it. He showed the plan on the slides. Boom. 3-way with Mel. 1, 2, 3, PS3, right? It's as simple as that. That's exactly how it happened, right? Here's what Sonu also did. Okay. Look at this, what it says. Show the plan 4 to 6 times per week, right? And since then, I'll show you what we've been doing with the plan. But Sonu was in a hurry because Don started to ask him questions, and he said, it's 99% visual. I have to show it to you. Well, what's it all about? You know, Sonu was like, you know what? I got to meet my sister for lunch. So, you know, just let me know. Number 2, he cleared the schedule. You know, can we do it Tuesday at 2 p.m.? Right? And then take it away. This may or may not be for you. I don't know, but this is going to go crazy in the United States, you know, so blah, 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 whatever. So be in a hurry. Always be in a hurry when you're talking on the phone. If you got all the time in the world, no urgency, right? There's no excitement in that. You're in a hurry. So I would make a phone call when I'm ready to walk into the gym. And if somebody, you know, I'd say, hey, you know, Mike, I'm ready to walk into the gym, but I wanted to give you a quick phone call as I'm entering the gym to get my exercise real quickly, you know, blah, 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 blah. You say your sizzle line and that's it. See you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. When they start asking questions, you say, oh man, my gym time's already starting. I got to go. So you got to be in a hurry, right? And clear their schedule, right? And then pinpoint the appointment. But here's the key thing. On the left, show the plan 4 to 6 times per week. If that's not happening, your business is not growing, right? So you got to have that daily action, right? Here's a great line. Here's a great opening line. On the peak part, when you're piquing somebody's interest, it's real easy. John, are you open to making more money, or are you satisfied with what's coming in right now? What's John going to say? No, I'm not open to making more money. Yes, I'm satisfied with what's coming in. No. He's going to say, what do you have? What's going on? What are you talking about? Right? But this is the peak line. This is a great peak line. Are you open to making more money, or are you satisfied with what's coming in right now? Now, did I say black water? Did I say travel? Did I say artificial intelligence? Did I say network marketing? Did I say, you know, anything other than, are you open to making more money, or are you satisfied with what's coming in right now? Okay, so the mistake people are making is they're inviting all wrong. This is the invite right here. This is the invite. Very, very simple, right?
Chief, are you there?
Let's see
Yes.
here. Oh, you do? Okay. All right. All right. So you're looking for somebody who's at the right place at the right time in their life. And if they say no, right, they might not be at the right time at the right place in their life. Here's an interesting story. We got prospected November 18th, 1989, right? We had a 3-month-old baby. We were in our first year of marriage. If they would have prospected us exactly 1 year earlier, no matter how good that presentation was, we would not have joined. We would not have joined. You know why? It was the wrong time. We were just getting married. We were putting together the wedding. We were planning the wedding. Do you think we were thinking about business? No. We didn't have a 3-month-old baby. No, we had no hunger. We had no desire to do a business. You got to catch people at the right time in their life, right? So if they say no to you, who cares? Maybe they're not at the right time. So guess what? Maybe you've been in this business 6 months, right? If they would have prospected us a year ago and we were getting married, it was the wrong time. A year later, they could have showed us the same opportunity. So those people that said no to you or didn't join 3 months ago or 6 months ago might be the right time now, right? Right? And you got a new message. Here's another thing. I was telling my assistant, I said, put down 80-20. She said, what are you talking about 80-20? Okay. Everybody here is brand new. Stop putting 80% of your time managing your team. Stop putting 80% of your time managing your team. 80% right now needs to be in phase one. And I'm going to tell you what phase one's all about next, right? 80% of your time right now needs to be in phase one. Phase one, right? And that is doing the PS3. That's it. PS3. That is with you and your team, right? Because you might be the three-way Zoom. Your new teammate goes out there, piques people's interest, right? Show the plan, and after the plan, you need to be on a three-way Zoom. That's called 80%. You prospecting daily is called 80%. You managing your team all day long is not. That's the 20%. 20% is, managing your business, right? But 80% right now, you need to stay on the prospecting phase one, because right now it's exposure, exposure, exposure. The beauty of our compensation plan, you only need two. But until you have one full timer on your left and one weekly, but you just earning regular income, not that you made $1,000 one month and nothing the next month, right? We want to teach everybody how to make $1,000 every month, $5,000 every month. That's really what it's about. So stay on the 80% rule, right? And understand this, right? As you're out there prospecting, before you improve your skills, expect 1 out of 10. Okay? So you stay in phase one, which is showing this to 10 people before one joins. I know our opportunity is exciting, and I'm sure that if you show it to 10, maybe 3 will join, right? Maybe 5 will join. I don't know. But what I can tell you right now is if you're brand new, go for exposing 10 people. PS3 with 10. PS3 with 10 before you expect 1 to join, which is perfectly fine, right? You got to start somewhere. It's easy to show this to 10 and have 1 join, right? And your skills improve. And then all of a sudden you show it to 10 and 3 join. And then you show it to 10 and 5 join, because as you're improving your skills. But this is called phase one, where you're constantly exposing people to the business, constantly exposing people consistently daily to the business, right? Okay. One thing that I also see is people that lack confidence. Nobody's going to follow you if you're lacking the confidence, right? So you have to have the strength, pick yourself up, that people are going to see your excitement. That's your tonality, how you're saying something. You're in a hurry. You're saying it, with posture, with great attitude, with confidence, right? So you got to get some personal development, get fired up, and know that if you're giving them a gift, right, you need to have that excitement, that tonality, and that posture that you've got a gift, right? And if they're going to hear that in your voice, then there's no questions, right? Right? Okay. The other thing I told my assistant is, you know what? When I got in this business, you know how I got in this business? Nobody personally prospected my wife and I. Nobody wanted back then a 21-year-old or 19-year-old kid, because those kids are just into partying. They weren't partying. They weren't like the millennials today. They weren't articulate. They weren't on social media. They weren't business people. They were just into partying at that age, right? But here's what happened. They prospected my dad. And my dad was very busy at his restaurant business. And he said no. He said no, because the person that prospected him, right, used to be the guy that used to be the manager for the tablecloth company that used to bring the tablecloths to my dad's restaurant. So he prospects my dad and he says, look, my wife has a part-time business. She's making $1,200 a month part-time, right? I want to show it to you. Would you be interested? My dad said no. First of all, I don't have the time. Second, $1,200 doesn't excite me. So I'm not interested. No thanks. Guess what that guy did correctly? He said, all right, Sam, I understand. If it's not for you, who do you know that would love an extra part-time $1,200 a month, just like my wife is making? Who do you know? So guess what? Mel and Amy Gill joined a company based on who do you know? So my dad looked back at the guy and he says, I don't know. Who do I know? I don't know. Then he said, wait a minute. I got a couple of kids at home sitting on the couch with a 3-month-old baby, no jobs, no business. They're wasting their time watching TV all day. So the sponsor says to my dad, all right, bring them Tuesday night to the meeting. That's it. Bring them Tuesday night. Who do you know is how I got in the business. Can you believe that? Right? So a no means who do you know, right? That's what it turned into. My dad said no to the guy. The guy says, who do you know? Okay. Now, when you're talking to people, right? Okay. Are you buying their story or are they buying your story? This is where the confidence comes in, right? When when they're saying, oh, those things don't work, oh, there's a pyramid, oh, this, oh, that, right? So are you buying that or are they buying your story? Like, look, man, this is going crazy in the UK. This is unbelievable what's happening in the Philippines, right? You're sharing a stronger story. So it's one or the other. Tony Robbins says this: either you're going to buy their story or they're going to buy your story. That's what it is at the end of the day. Okay. Remember this. Okay. You're not the message. You're the messenger. You're the messenger. That's it. Simple. Okay. It's not about you. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to the wrong time in their life, or they're saying no to the message. The message, right? And so that's where our presentation, now that it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, guess what? The message is getting stronger. You're just the messenger. You're just a messenger. And by being a messenger here and simply sharing this with two of the right people, you can be a millionaire. There's no question. We've seen it before, time and time again. You can make millions just by being the messenger. Just by being the messenger. Okay. Now, as you're in phase one, understand this. It's not about who you know. It's about who they know, right? And so here's what taprooting is. You've got people that joined the business, right? Maybe they've done nothing. They've done nothing so far. They're not even team builder, right? But what do they have? They have contacts. They have contacts. Those contacts become your contacts, especially for the person that's not doing anything, right? That's all you need to do is drill down deep, right? And let's just say now you've got a team that's growing and you've got somebody that came in on your 15th level, right? They're motivated and excited day one. Why are you still wasting your time with the people that have dragged on for months when you have this new person that accidentally joined, is excited, they have a fresh list of prospects, they will keep you busy all day long showing the plan. When we talked about showing the plan 4 to 6 times per week, they will keep you busy all day long. And the beauty of our compensation plan, their contacts that get excited and join are just as good as if they were your personal contacts, right? So when I'm building a business and I'm sponsoring or recruiting, I'm recruiting into my people's people. That's where you're recruiting, is into your people's people. So those of you that have a network of, let's say, 20 or 30 people right now and nothing's happening, nothing's growing, you need to get into the taproot. Get into those people, get into their contacts, and then do the PS3 on all of that. The PS3 over and over again, right? And that's where you'll see the gem, the diamonds are. Okay. Get your new person's contacts on a private Zoom. Okay, so you don't have to wait for these global Zooms that happen all day long, right? Because it's a fact. Most people won't join on the first exposure. They need multiple exposures, right? And so what I would do is I would have private Zooms with my sponsor, right? Maybe Pradeep is your sponsor. Maybe, Susu is your sponsor, whoever, get your new contacts on private Zooms with those type of events on a regular basis, showing the plan daily, not once or twice a week, not waiting for the global Zooms, right? So you, I don't know why I put this on, or she put this on. She called it forms. It's not forms. It's supposed to be form, right? And it's easy to have conversations, with your friend before you do the peak line. If you're talking about, the form is family, occupation, recreation, money. So you know what to talk about. How's the family doing? The kids are already 10 and 11 years old. Occupation, how's your job going? What's the latest at work? Recreation is sports, what's the sports hobby? And then talking about money, what they're doing, right? And that was just, I don't know why she put that up there, but that was just one of the things I was saying to her. Okay. Keeping the presentation simple and short. Okay. We're in a busy world, everybody's attention is all over the place, right? So when you have an hour-long Zoom presentation, I'm not talking about the trainings. Trainings might go on, you know, but that's interactive. So you're keeping their attention, right? So I'm not talking about the schools, the systems, the trainings. What I'm talking about is the actual presentation, okay? Here's what I think people are making a mistake. They're going way detailed into the compensation plan. Way detailed into the compensation plan. I'm telling you right now, nobody understands this compensation plan the first time they saw it in a presentation. Nobody, okay? The products. Why are we becoming doctors showing the products or travel agents, right? All we need to do is show features. Here's the feature. Here's the benefit. Here's the feature. Here's the benefit. That's it. Okay. You're losing prospects because you're dissecting the product. You're losing prospects because you're dissecting the compensation plan. There's no way anybody understands any of that on the first presentation. All they're looking at on the first presentation is a good gut feeling. At the right time in their life, a good gut feeling. Like I said, when I first saw that presentation, I didn't understand any of it. When the testimonials came, that's what got me, right? But if these 1 hour long things you guys are doing, or, you know, even if it's 45 minutes, it's just too long. I mean, right now you can see when we do these USA presentations, I'm rushing through those slides because I don't care if everybody understood anything I said on those slides. I'm just flying through it as fast as I can so we can get to meeting the people, right? You know, so keep it simple, and short, because nobody's understanding that from day one. They come to the trainings for that stuff. Come to the training to learn the compensation plan. All right. Now, here's something I learned when I was building my business, okay? Until the trainings, people don't need to know how the compensation plan works. They need to know that it does work, right? Okay. Now, a lot of you will think the most important part of the presentation is the products. The most important part of the presentation is showing who the company is. The most important part of the presentation is the compensation plan. No, no, no. Okay. The most important part of the presentation is the testimonials. That's it. The testimonials. It's the number one part of the presentation, right? So when you're not showing the compensation plan details, guess what? The testimonials are going to show the compensation plan, because you're going to be like, I don't know exactly, you know, hey, Mary, I don't know exactly how this compensation plan works, but you see that guy over here? That guy made $1,000 last week, right? You see that lady over there? Her first month, she made $3,000. Okay. That's how the compensation plan works, right? And just sharing stories and promoting others. You know, I always believe in that. That's it. It's as simple as that, right? The other approach, that if you don't have the confidence and you're not strong with your invite, then use the opinion approach. Maybe you're scared of that fancy accountant person and you don't know how to talk to them. Look, Mike, I come across something, a group of entrepreneurs, they've shown me something. I want you to visually see it. I want you to give me your opinion. Guess what? Mike's going to feel all flattered that you're respecting him like that and that you want his opinion, right? You want his opinion. If somebody said that to me, I'd feel like, oh yeah, sure. You want my opinion? Okay. Yeah. Let me help you. Let me help you, Joe. Let me help you. I'll go to the presentation. I'll let you know my opinion. The opinion approach. So whoever you're scared to prospect, real simple. Just say, I want your opinion. I want you to help me. I want you to let me know what I should be looking at here. Simple as that. Okay. Something my wife teaches a lot, okay, is say less to more people, right? So for example, right, you can go through 100 people, but say less to more people, right? Not like talk to 10 people and giving them this whole long drawn out conversation, right? Okay. So next slide says on average, it takes 5 exposures. So why are you crying when the first time you showed it when your prospect said, no, I don't know, no, right? You want to take them to the next exposure. So if they said no to me, I'd say, well, let me introduce you to this and give them another tool. Let me introduce you to, you got to meet Fawaz Ali, right? Let me introduce you to Miss, you know, in another exposure. Here, watch this video, right? And or you know what? I know you came to the presentation. You need to come to the clinic and see what these people are doing. A group of entrepreneurs that are all doing this together, right? So just multiple exposures. So don't be afraid of the first time a yes or no, okay? And understand this. This is good. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. That's why they could not have recruited me a year earlier. I was during my wedding. They couldn't have said the right thing to me. I was the wrong prospect, right? And then here's the other thing. It's not about you. It's about them. So you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. A year later, when we did join me and Amy, we didn't know what they were saying to us. They could have said all the wrong things. They could have explained the compensation wrong. They could have shown the products wrong. It didn't matter, right? We were the right people at the right time in our life, and we wanted something for our newborn baby, right? So this is very important for you guys to understand. Take it off the pressure off you. All right. Two recent examples. All right. Let me, okay. Let's go back here. All right. Check this out. And if you see my phone, you don't see my phone. Hang on. Let me pull it up. All right. So this was yesterday, right? So I'm just reading the chat message on my phone. This was my peak in my invite, right? Okay. Yo, Ron. Happy Sunday. He says back to me, happy Sunday. I said, are you at work today? Question mark. Are you at work today? He says, of course, LOL. But we can talk if you want, right? So I replied back, ha ha, it's such a beautiful Sunday outside. You shouldn't be at work, right? And then he writes back, I can work outside or in, but life has choices, right? What's happening, Mel Gill? And I say, yup, just busy on a phone call right now, but I need you to carve out 20 minutes. I want to show you something. Are you available tomorrow at 2 p.m.? That's exactly what I wrote on the text. Here's what he said. Sure. So then I did a check mark, the little check mark emoji. Okay, it's in my book. Put it in yours. So this was yesterday, Sunday. I'll bet you $1. My prospect Ron is going to show up today at 2 o'clock on that Zoom. I'll bet you $1. Now, in this text message, I'll send you a copy of it too, Pradeep. It's funny. But did I say anything about networking, anything about Black MP water, anything about anything? I just said it's a beautiful day, blah, blah, blah. He's at work, yada, yada, yada. And I said, I'm busy, right? I'm on a phone call, but I need you to carve out 20 minutes. Simple as that. That's all. That's it. I peaked, right? Today, he's going to come at 2 o'clock. We show the plan, right? And then I just wrap it up with a 3-way Zoom. So that's what's going to happen there, right? And then last week, and some of you were on this Zoom, when my friend, where is she? Where is she on my text message? Let me find her. Hang on. All right, there she is. Okay. So this is my friend from 19 years, right? So I said, hey, Precy, wanted to see if you're available today to get on a Zoom. She goes, hi, Mel, sorry, I'm very busy today. I have a test for my school, so I have to study and I have to get ready for that midterm test, blah, blah, blah. But I'll let you know, when I'm available. So I just said, hey, Precy, no problem at all. Just looking forward to connecting soon. Best wishes and success on your test. Left it at that, right? So then a week later, right? I said, hey, Precy, we got a Zoom today at 5 p.m., right? Just sneak in there and watch. No need to even turn on your camera. I think you'll like what you see, right? So here's what she does. She does right before that 5 o'clock Zoom. Mel, you didn't send me the link. I hope you're going to record it or send it to me or what, So then I sent her the link and I said, okay, here's the link. And boom, she shows up she shows up. She shows up. Some of you saw that live. I was just surprised that she even showed up, but it was as simple as that. I mean, these are live prospecting examples. Live prospecting examples, right? Feel, felt, found. I think you guys know about that. We're going to do a different training next time where I organize these slides with my assistant so they go in order, right? Ranking up, whatever level you're at, you need to set your goals for the next level, but it starts by right now you prospecting and you growing, right? And I'm going to end it there. All right. So there you are. I know it's kind of all over the place, but all I needed you to get was one or two key things, right? Because it's just a tweak on your business. It's just a tweak on your business. But I'm telling you right now, you guys that are doing this too fancy and too complicated, you're messing up your own business, right? So seriously, just you guys keep it as simple as that. You saw how I invited my friend Ron. That's it. He doesn't know anything yet. He's going to see the presentation today. If he's at the right time in his life, right? And you guys will remember this training, because if he's at the right time in his life and he joins us and he gets to work, he might show up on the next Monday Millionaire Zoom and say, hey, you know what? I made my first $500. Or he's going to come today and say, Mel, that thing looks crazy. I'm not interested, right? But that's okay. He's 1 out of 10. So it doesn't matter, right? But I'm showing it to him, just like I showed it to Precy, and just like I showed it to Don Joseph and all these people, right? So that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. And what are we looking for? One on the left, one on the right. There's no other compensation plan in the world where you can do that. No other compensation plan. You see this recruiting that we just talked about? You have to do that if you go to Herbalife, if you go to Jeunesse, if you go to, XYZ company, QNet, you go to any company, you have to do these pieces. You have to do all these things, right? Except you're not going to get away with sponsoring 2 and going to the top. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, right? Here, sponsor 2 and go all the way to the top, right? So just doing those fundamentals and building those legs. So with that, Pradeep, any particular questions you have or the team has, we can do a round robin discussion. I'm open to that.
Chief, I'm all clear. Anybody has to say something, put it in the chat box, raise your hand. Be more than happy to unmute you and we can take it from there. Anyone?
Everybody's got it. They're all experts.
Yes, Hanno, go ahead.
I think we're still learning, but I think I was doing a little bit of mistake, which is I was giving more information. And now, thank you so much, Chief, for knowing that.
Yes, for sure. I think we all make that mistake, and I remember when I first joined this industry, I was so excited, right? That we would call it throwing up on people, where we're just like, oh my gosh, the company pays 5 levels deep, and we've got like 16 skincare products and people have amazing results and this and this and this. I was saying all that stuff on the phone call. And it's just like, I learned later, it's just, too much.
Definitely,
right?
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad you picked up on that. That's great.
Yes, Minan.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Hi, hello.
How are you, Mr. Mel? How are you, Mr. Birdeeb? First of time, I want to thank you, Mr. Mel. This is a very simple and easy and exciting training. And one of the best or strong point, sometimes we are talking with some people, they are working another company like me. You was saying that Jeunesse, and in Jeunesse, it's very strong company, but very complicated system. So it's very important for anyone to know how to deal with them from the other network marketing people, because they will force them to show comparing with between the company. Some people didn't know anything about the other company, so it's a very important point to have your knowledge to get some information about the network and another company, and you can give يعني some information about how to deal with these persons.
Yes, yes. You know, for a person who's experienced network marketing, either they're happy with where they're at right now, or they're frustrated with where they're at right now. And I think that the people that keep an open mind, if they're not happy with their company that they're at, right? And you get a chance to show them this, they're going to see a major difference in how the compensation plan works, how the system works, how the teamwork like this works, right? And if you just highlight those certain things and show people that, hey, you know what? This person earned an extra $1,000 their first month. That's very difficult in a plan like Jeunesse, right? And people joining here for a couple of $100, right? So with those other plans, the qualifications as you grow up, you become more and more difficult, right? And to get to the bigger money, it's more and more difficult. That if you can just bring them in and they get a feeling of this and see how our compensation plan is structured, that's it. And if they say no, you know, it's okay, because then you say, let's keep in touch and I will share with you my progress. You share with me your progress, right? And let's be friends. So I would always do that, because for that type of networker, you know, they might be happy now, but at the end of the year, you know, you're getting successful. They're still a little bit frustrated. They might not join now, but they might join 3 months from now, 6 months from now. But you have to keep it positive and keep the relationship going, you know, long term. So because this is a business of relationships. So they might be a little bit frustrated, but they stay with their other company. But then sooner or later, if you are going long term and they see your team and your success, then they'll probably join you, you know, maybe not today, but soon, right?
Yeah, and also one important point also, how to deal with the no. You know, I have some people in my team. I trying to encourage them that it's no matter if someone he has say no, because you have the high hand, the upper hand, and you just give the chance. So no matter if someone say no. Also, we want to encourage someone. This is no need to everyone to say yes, but how to deal with no.
That's correct. That's correct, Ms. Minon. So, you know, like I said, maybe 1 out of 10, maybe 9 people say no, right?
Yes.
But that no does not mean no forever. No does
Yeah.
not mean no forever, right?
Yes.
And no can also mean, like my father said no to the sponsor, right? My father said no, but he said, the sponsor said, who do you know? You know,
This is a click
who?
point.
Yes.
When you said your father is saying no, and you are reaching now this point, so this is click.
Perfect example. It's a perfect example, right?
Yeah.
Because my father did say no to him, but he didn't stop, right? He said, who do you know? Right? And who do you know means, like, you have to put it in their head, like, you know, um, who do you know who's struggling with their job? Who do you know who's, you know, looking for something new? Who do you know who wants better health? You know, it's like, who do you know? Right? This is after they've seen the presentation.
Okay.
It's a very good point. And a no means not the right time also, because I'm telling you right now that, you know, I would have said no a year earlier, right? Because I was getting married. The wrong time. I wasn't going to think business when I was getting married, right? But a year later, I had a 3-month-old baby, and we were thinking about how we're going to raise her. My mom was taking care of her, but I'm thinking, like, you know, what happens next with her? So we were at the right time in our life a year later. So I'm telling you this, guys, again, maybe you talked to somebody 3 months ago and they said no. It doesn't matter. I'd call them up and say, hey, you know what's new? What's new is we got this amazing thing just happened with the company. Come and see. Come and see. They come to the presentation again. They might hear about the black water. Something might get them, or they're tired of their job now. They've had a fight with their boss. They didn't have a fight with their boss 3 months ago when they said no to you, but now they fight with their boss. So now they're saying, okay, I'm tired of this. I want to. So the same prospect will join you later, right? So you can
Yes.
turn the no into a yes.
Yes. Very thank you, Mr. Ramel.
No, thank you for bringing up those questions. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Susu.
Yes, hi, Chief.
Hi, Miss Susu. Oh, I
Hi,
wanted to
Chief.
ask Miss Minan, what country are you in? What country are you in, Miss Minan?
Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Okay, let's build it big over there. We definitely, our VP is going to be doing a tour, right? So he's going to be doing a tour to Dubai, and it would be great for him to meet the team in Saudi Arabia. That would be very good.
Actually, thank you very much, Chief, for this amazing training. Every time we are learning more and more. Every day, actually, we are learning more and more. And just now, actually, some of my friends came and they were asking me, "What are you doing?" And I said, I was just listening to a training. And he is the owner of the company. They couldn't believe me, actually. That's why they are here. They will join us tomorrow. Here is Omar.
Hi, Omar. How are you?
Yes, Hassan.
Hi, boss. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Good?
Good, good,
Yeah.
good. You're in Dubai?
Yes, we are here in Dubai.
Is it hot there yet? Is it hot now?
Yeah, someone is coming, you know. Tomorrow we're so excited to see you. So you'll be there, right?
No, he's not.
You'll
He's
see
American.
you'll see my partner, Mr. Pradeep. You'll see my partner, Mr. Pradeep. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so
He's a lot better than me. He's a firecracker. He's a lot better than me. You'll see him. He's amazing. He's amazing.
Okay. Okay, we'll be here with Susu, inshallah, and we see what's happening, okay?
Yes, yes, for sure.
Yes,
Nice meeting you.
and that's why I told them he is a real chief. He is our real chief who's caring for all of us. That's why I want to just to say, I want them to meet you actually.
Yes, yes.
Tomorrow they're
for
going
sure.
to join us here in Ajman. Inshallah.
No, it's great. Let them know we're a family, and they're going to meet the rest of the family members tomorrow in Ajman.
It's a real family. It's a real family. Thank you, Chief. Thank you for Renow. Renow changed our life. Mine life, exactly. Changed my life. Let me talk about myself.
We're just getting started. You know that, Ms. Susu, just getting
Yes,
started.
we are just getting
You know,
started. That's
and I
why I
feel
want
that, you
them to
know,
ride the wave. I want them to ride the wave. They are young enough. They're not old as me, but they are young enough to do more and more and more.
see what's
Thank
going to
you,
happen, and people don't know this, is that people joining next year are going to have it way easier, right? And it's we're going through the turbulence, the bumps and bruises, right? So these guys coming on board, it's just easier for them than people that joined 4 months ago, right? But right now, the pioneers, all of us positioning ourselves before the people that come in next year, you know, because we're going to have more tools, you know, better websites, better this, better that, other products in the shopping cart. I mean, this a different atmosphere a year from now, and you're going to be like, man, people are growing so much faster than we did last year. But the benefit of now everybody joining is getting positioned before things are so smooth, right? So during this bumpy time is just, you know, stay patient, get positioned, and then just do the PS3. Keep doing the PS3. And I'll tell you what, it wakes you up when you have a brand new person to work with. It wakes up your entire business, right? So that's where you want to do, is you want to continue with the new people, and that new blood is so refreshing, right? So I'll tell you what, when my friend Precy, she already decided she's joining, right? I'll bet you my prospect today, he comes at 2:00. I'll bet you if it's at the right time in his life, he joins, right? But what does that then give? A whole new perspective and a fresh outlook on what we're doing, right? New people is definitely the way you want to do it. Very nice meeting the two new gentlemen there, Ms. Susu. We'll see them tomorrow in Ajman.
Go ahead, Fawaz.
Thank you, Coach. Hi, Chief. Amazing session. Honestly, very, very priceless knowledge, I would say. And I think a lot of us are seeing where they went wrong, or where we're going wrong.
I'm gonna get mad with my assistant because she put the slides all over the place, but it doesn't matter because I just wanted you to get a few points. So next time we'll do a training more step-by-step systematic, but I wanted just a little points in remembering the PS3 formula and staying on the phase 1, you know, because too much management stuff, too much complicated, right? So just want to keep everything simple.
Perfect. My question is in relation to our own Arabic presentation. So the presentation itself is about 25 minutes, which is okay. We do the testimonies afterwards, and we don't do it correctly. We know that, and we're addressing that because a lot of people talk about the company instead of what they've earned and what they've done and their story. However, after that, which takes about 10, 15 minutes, we stay behind for about an hour answering questions from different people. And then there's a lot of details about the compensation, about we answer whether it's a pyramid scheme, all of these stuff. So is this the right thing to do, or shall we shut it down quickly after we do the testimony? Because sometimes it goes for an hour, sometimes 2 hours in total.
Right, right. I would say, okay, let's address all three things. Okay, first of all, the presentation, right? Just share features and benefits. That's it. Features and benefits on the product, features and benefits on the compensation, features and benefits. So maybe you need to change some of the slides because maybe it's too complex, right?
We do that,
And
yes.
remember that, you know, there's two things on their mind. Remember, is this real and can I do it? That's it. You focus that's what they're looking at in the presentation. Is this real and can I do this? So what you want to do is get through that presentation quickly, and then they have a gut feeling that this is a scam. That's their gut feeling. Or, man, this might have some potential. This might be exciting. This might be real, right? So that's how they're going to come off of that Zoom, right? Now, the most important part, once you go through the features and benefits and who's the company, what's the product, and what's the company, you know, just real light, right? Features and benefits. Then the most important part comes, and that's the testimonial. Now, what you're saying is a problem. The problem is the testimonial is reselling the opportunity.
Yeah.
They're rehashing about the compensation or about the product or whatever. Tell them that's not their job. They need to say, my name is Mike. I'm in Saudi Arabia, right? My profession is this, right? And in the last 30 days, I made an extra $500 part-time. What I like best about this, and they just say one word, 2 words. This compensation plan is so easy. What I like best about this, these products are so unique. What I like best about this is I found a way that I'm going to be full-time soon to help my family, whatever that is, but real, boom, right? So we have to teach all the people how to do a testimonial, Don't say, you know, this about the compensation, this about the products, you know, it's just, don't resell the opportunity, right? So what I would be impressed with is maybe this is real. Mike's an engineer in Saudi Arabia. That's what he said. And he said he made an extra $500 part-time. And now he's excited that someday he's going to whatever, right? That's it. Then next, Mary says this. Mary says, so when they see different countries, right? Because you're in different Arabic markets, right? So they might hear somebody from Sudan, somebody from UK, somebody from Saudi, and they hear different professions, right? So all of a sudden, they're going to relate to somebody, right? They're going to relate to somebody's profession. They're going to relate to somebody's voice. They're going to say, oh, she's a woman, I'm a woman, you know, they're going to relate. And that's the most important part of the presentation. So that's the second thing you want to talk about. So third thing is, should we stay on and answer questions for an hour? No. What happens next? Remember, PS3. P was the invite, right? Piquing their interest. S was showing the plan, which is what you just did. They saw the testimonials, they saw this, they saw that, right? I would end it after the testimonials saying, get back together with the person that brought you to this Zoom now, right away, right? A, B, or C. That's how we ended the presentation, right? And then I would say, get the questions answered and get into the positioning, because this thing is going to be all over the UK. This thing's going to go crazy in Saudi Arabia, whatever you're going to say, right? Close it right there. And then what's the PS3? What's 3? PS3 is a 3-way.
Perfect.
So Fawaz, I would say, okay, you know, Saji, you know, I want to introduce you, right? I want to introduce you to my mentor, Omer, right? And let's jump on a private Zoom, the 3 of us, right? Omer's going to get on there and say, hey, nice to meet you, Saji. You know, man, I know you just saw the amazing presentation, got introduced to our company. What did you like best about what you saw? That's it. And guess what? You know, Saji doesn't know Omer. He knows you. So when he's talking to Omer, he's got a lot of respect. Like, okay, who's this mentor guy? And then, you know, Omer's going to say, what did you like best? And Saji's going to say, well, I really like this, what I heard about the compensation. And then I heard that lady make an extra $500. How does this, how does that work? You know, so he's going to start asking questions. Omer and you are going to help answer the questions. And that connection right there is more, I think, than when you have that group thing and stay on for an hour, right? I think that's more because they already saw lots of people from the beginning of the Zoom. They already saw the products and compensation. And now from those lots of people, they saw 5 or 6 or 7 people testimonials that are really making money or they're using the product or whatever, right? Then that private Zoom is really where the close can happen, right? And they can, then Omer will say, you know, hey, Saji, you know, I answered your questions here. Are you an A, B, or C, right? Lock your spot. You know, now the next 20 people, they can be part of your network because they're coming in, they can be underneath you. You got to position. And you always give that urgency. Otherwise nothing works here without urgency. And then FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out.
Yeah.
They need to know that they're going to miss this thing, right? There's a rocket ship going. They can get in now, get in early, you know, the timing thing, right? So yeah, so Fawaz, I would definitely adjust those presentations in that certain way.
Perfect, Chief. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And I know you guys have a lot of people coming to those presentations, but there's not a large percentage that are actually joining from that, right? Yeah. So that you have to think like, okay, well, how come there's so many people coming to the Zoom? So maybe the invite is happening, but the close is not happening, right? So the PS3, you've got the P part, the piquing the interest, getting the people there, right? You know, and you got the S part because you're showing the plan, but maybe let's tighten it up a little bit, tighten it up with just features and benefits. But the PS3, the 3 part, whereas the getting into the close, and if you don't close right there, guess what? Invite them to the next thing. You know, we have a group of entrepreneurs. They're doing something called a clinic. You got to see this thing. You know, whatever you want to take them to next exposure.
Perfect, Chief. Thank you, sir.
You got it. Good questions.
Janice, you raised your hand.
Yes, coach. Thank you so much. Hello, Chief. I am Janice Sharma. Punjabi हैगी आ जी ते Chandigarh तो आ. Energy level is so my energy level is always high. Anyways,
Sat Sri Akal. Yes.
Sat Sri Akal. So, Mr. Mel, I want to clarify with the opinion approach, or is it similar to this? You can say a third-party approach. I mean, I'm a little bit confused for that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's something where when you know, let's say you're a 5, right? And the person that you want to talk to, you're a little bit hesitant because they're a 7, right? Mm-hmm. So when you don't have that confidence, you know, because they're a higher up or they're this, whatever you're thinking, right? Then the opinion approach is very good because people that are on that level, they definitely want to help. So if you say to me, you know, we're talking, you know, hey, Mel, this, you know, if you say, Mel, I'm looking at something with a group of entrepreneurs, right? And I want you to see it with your eyes because, and then you compliment me. You're a really sharp businessman. I've always known you to be, you know, very good at business or whatever the compliment you give me, right? Then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then say, you know what? I just want to take 20 minutes of your time, but I need your opinion. I need you to look at something with me. That's it. I need your opinion. And I would be like, you know, now that you flattered me and you gave me a compliment and I'm like feeling like, oh, I'm the smart business guy. I'd be like, sure, Janice, let me look at it. I'll give you my opinion. Right? So that's the opinion approach. It's for people that you're kind of scared to contact.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Sure. God bless.
Yeah. God bless.
Okay. Saji George, you want to say something, Saji? You said you wanted to talk?
Yes, Chief. It's a wonderful training and lot of I already all screenshot I took because I need to once again I need to write and I need to learn a lot of stuff because in between I have some conversation between some people, but all screenshot I took. I'm very happy because, you know, first time the chief is training like this. For me, I'm more than happy because one of the best coach and one of the best mentor or chief, whatever I can tell, I'm speechless. I'm very, very happy because I did a lot of mistakes. Even though I'm 12 years into it, full time in this industry, I will die for this industry because I love what I am doing. I will not, coach knows you can, I know only what this only I can do, nothing else. I don't know how to draw building now because around 2009 I quit my job for forever because through my video talk I made $1 million. That's given me a big exposure to the world, and I know the people made $50 million, $5 million, $10 million, made people already in Dubai. I know personally. I will bring the big boys of the industry into this Renault. I never give up on people, never ever, because I know people will, now or never, I will not say. Before I said, now I am reframing everything. People will join with us because we are one of the best company, and I trust you more than anybody. Like God, I am trusting you. Why I am saying? Because you are a genuine person, and you made more than 200 millionaires around the world. I still, even though a lot of bad things here and there, but still I know I am trust on you. I have big trust on you and coach. And I will build this business big time. Maybe I am 54, maybe rest of my entire life, I will not do anything. Because that much I love you, that much I love your training. This training today, whatever you given, the simplest training ever I got. I attended many big trainers from around the globe, Jack and Field, so many big. I paid money for them, the ticket and everything. I attended, but I never got like this. The the uh, the the knowledge you shared with me today with the team. I am more than happy because my team also learning with us, with me, with coach. I'm speechless. I can talk a lot, but I will go for this each and every slide again. I will write once again. I will do from my heart. I want to do big time because so many unfortunate people are suffering this industry, but we need to we need to bring them back to their life. That's
Yeah.
my job. I will do from my heart. I am 24/7 available. I am now I'm a little bit upset because I put around 3 weeks with some good people. They are very good people, but I want to introduce one person today. That person didn't show up. That's why he's there, but he's not in the video. I'm a little bit upset. That's only. I'm more than happy because many 2-3 people are still there. They know what I can do for them because I didn't start yet. Even though 3,000 people are with me, more than that, but still I'm saying I'm not yet started. I am just warming up. I'm going to do big time with the team. I am there for people. I told you, even until my last breath, I will do this business. Why I'm saying, if you are there, I'm there. Thank you, coach. Thank
I'm
you,
here.
Chief.
I'm with you, Saji. I'm with you. 1000% all the way.
One day, you will proud of Blitz. That I can tell you. Me, coach, will die for this business because I love you. Because you only made me millionaire. Once you made me millionaire, that time I don't know anything. Now I know a little bit, not everything. Little bit I know, little bit, because I know I can change people's life.
No,
That's
I
the
know. I know
mantra
you
with
made
me.
$1 million. Now you're going to go multi-million, right? That's the next step.
Even though $10 million I will made half of the money I will pay for charity, not for other people. Charity.
No, you're a good man.
I will do because I don't. My family is okay. They don't want. They are very good position here. They are quite long time here. No issue. But whatever I will do this business, I will give it to the community only.
No, I know you will. I know you will. I
I
mean,
will
you're a
do.
great example and inspiration because, you understand this, that you are not the message. You're the messenger. You're the messenger, right?
I am the messenger from God Almighty.
Yeah.
We are all. Why I'm saying we are all, not only me,
Yes.
we are all. A lot of genuine people are there. They want to help many people. Unfortunately, they are doing in a different way. I'm also not perfect. I'm also doing a lot of mistakes. I can bring hundreds of people. I can bring. You know, my previous network with you, 45,000 people, but I brought maybe 10 people,
Yep.
15 people. Still, Sri Kumar, all big people, I only groom them. They are a BDM in a company. They came, they learned, they made in $1 million dirhams while doing job. Then he quit for the business. Then they started with me. That people
Yeah.
still in the market. They met me. So many people in Dubai is very small place. We at least monthly, weekly, we are meeting people. Even though this restrictions is there, still we are meeting people.
Yep.
Very few people they are coming to us and we are meeting, but they will all will join. There is no other good way. That I
At
know.
the right
There is
time,
no other.
you'll see.
There is no other way. I know. That's why people will join us. Thank you,
Yeah.
coach. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Chief. I'm
Yes,
very,
yes.
very happy today's training. Thank you.
No, it's fantastic, fantastic. I think, you know, Saji is the epitome of keeping things simple. He keeps it real simple. You know, he's just sharing this this message, being the messenger. But your commitment and your passion, Mr. Saji, unbelievable. And I know, you know, what you did in the past, amazing. But, you know, looking at what is going to happen now as we pick up speed, it's going to go really, really fast, because, you know, this compensation plan way better than what we did with the previous compensation plan. So it's going to go crazy. It's just going to go crazy. I can already see that. But thank you, Saji. Yep.
Minan, you wanted to add something? Unmute yourself. Unmute. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Pradeep. Thank you, Mr. Mel. One of that's critical point, I think, is the follow-up. Maybe some prospect, they will enter and listen to the presentation and everything, but after that they will cut the communication with the, or we cannot deal with them again. I don't know why the reason this has happened with my team, some people in my team. So the follow-up is very critical steps in the system of the network. One of the good points here, I love the way that Saj is speaking. We feel the passion. I think sometimes we have this confidence to speak and tell and show the plan, but the way you are talking, it's in two time. Someone, they can listen by his heart, and someone can listen by his eye and other sense. So when your talk reach their mind and their heart, you will get the point that what you told makes sense, and make someone feel about this, about important of this chance to work, or make this life changing in with Renow. This is a very critical one. In all the time I'm trying to speak, I am have my smile, because I have the belief this smile is will reach to him, so he will feel that I'm happy in what I am doing. So he will ask himself why she's happy, or why, what's make her happy. This
Yes.
is my point. Thank you.
No, that's a very, very good point.
And also, Mr. Mel, my mic was unmuted. Uh, I am very excited for the tour. I'm in Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, and I'm very excited. Inshallah.
Inshallah, yes. And so we're going to plan this tour with Mr. Pradeep's going to help organize it, right? And let's definitely plan Saudi Arabia if we can get in front of people like they're doing even at the tea shops in Dubai. You know, it's pretty amazing. It's a different dynamic. You know, you want to use Zoom, but you also want to use the face-to-face, right? Because like you said, Miss Manan, you know, people are either going to feel your energy, feel your vibe, feel your heart, right? And that most can be done face to face, right? Where you can really, like Miss Susu, you know, she got so excited when she was able to get together with the people and see that these people are real people, they're genuine people, they're loving people, and they have a good heart and a good energy. And at the end of the day, you know, people don't follow companies, people follow people, right? So people, Yeah. So if they feel your energy and that you're going to go places, that's what they want. People want to be around people that are on the move, that are growing in life, right? And so that's why these physical, events are so important, so people can get that vibe, get that feeling.
Of course, I have every week one offline meeting.
Good, good. Yeah, we should all do that. Now, the more the pandemic, lifts up, we should all definitely mix the Zoom with also the face-to-face meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And what about the follow-up system, Mr. Mel?
I mean, follow-up is even something important before they come to the event, right? So maybe you did the invite yesterday, I would message them a few minutes before, not asking them to be there, but just saying, something small, like, what, can you hear this? Maybe they're already in, can you hear the meeting, or they're not in yet? Then that'll remind them, like, oh, I'm supposed to be on this meeting, right? So it's, follow-up is important before and after, right? So I wouldn't just wait for people to come to the meeting. I just send them a quick message, like my friend Ron today. I mean, what I'm going to do is probably 15 minutes before, just say something small on the message, right? And that'll obviously trigger in his mind. Like if he already forgot about 2 o'clock, it'll trigger in his mind, oh, I'm supposed to be there, right? So something like that. And then of course, after the event, you got to strike while their excitement is here, while it's all in their mind, not the next 2 days later, right? So when they just finished hearing all those testimonials, and then I would say, I want to introduce you to my mentor, or I want to introduce you to one of the entrepreneurs that I'm working with, or whatever, and I want you to meet Miss Rania. She's amazing. She's leading the team here and this and that, whatever, just that thing, but that has to be done right away while it's fresh in their mind, right? And so follow up is not, the business is not complete without the follow up, right?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much.
Sure.
And thank you also for Mr. Pradeep. Thank you.
Of course.
Hey, all I have to tell everybody out here in this team, I mean, if Zoom training can actually, where Chief can make so much of impact, all I want you to imagine is what is going to happen when you're actually going to be coming all the way for the foreign trip incentive, where you get to hear the chief and all the other leaders for 3 days in a row. You have to account for that impact, right? Chief, I got to admit something. I'm very glad in 2009 we did not have Zoom, right? I'm like that. I'm blessed, right? In 2009 we did not have Zoom calls, because if we had Zoom calls and if it was a message of this kind I heard the first time coming from you, maybe that impact would not have been made the way it did make an impact. But trust me, guys, this foreign trip is everything to play for. Everything. That one meeting, Team Blitz, I've seen Chief many times, right? I've got so many notes. And, today I've just added another 4 pages or 5 pages of notes extra from the same Chief. Seeing him on Zoom and seeing him in person is different. Very different. So you can actually testify something. You've seen me on Zoom, but when you saw me in person, I think it was different, right? So when you meet all of us in person and it is different, you will see the bigger picture. We still have 72 hours to qualify for the trip. Today, Chief has actually given us wonderful ways on how to invite and how to get this PS3 going. And tomorrow, lucky, we're having 2 Zooms tomorrow, right? And if the results are very good, we can even have 2 Zooms on Wednesday, right? I still see no reason why somebody should not qualify for this trip. With all the growing pandemic and all the job losses and all the insecurities in the market, I would still say if you had to speak to just 5 people, only 5 people or 6 people, to actually make the biggest move of your life, where you are actually qualifying for a Thailand trip, would you speak to that 6 people? Right? Chief said only 1 out of 10 signs up. That I know that, right? As a matter of fact, the industry average is 10,742. You speak to 10 people, 7 sounds interested. Out of that, 4 show up. Out of the 4, 2 sign up, which is 20%, which is pretty amazing, I would say. 10,742, right? A lot of fresh air in the room right now. Um, thank you so much, Chief, from the bottom of my heart. I mean, your trainings, whether it motivates someone else or not, definitely motivates me. It helps me function better. The other day, when Chief was talking on the Monday Millionaire Mentor, he actually used the word, who do you know? He gave a small story. He said, somebody checked with his father, who do you know? Who has the time? And then that's how Mr. Mel Gill came. And what Team Blitz did, we actually invented or reinvented a whole new game called Who Do You Know? Right? You have to be creative. You got to play Who Do You Know? Because, for all those people who joined last year, this time, I would say you spoke to a lot of people back then. Fuaz, you joined, I don't know, in May. When you joined in May, you spoke to some people, they were not ready back then. Correct. But today, when you call them with the success that you can show, go back to those same people, you give them more than one reason to seriously consider joining the business. Rania, when you joined, nobody believed you. They didn't know you. They didn't know your industry. They didn't know your expertise. They didn't know whether you would survive. Forget whether they would make money. But today, when you actually show them, hey, this is what I've made. Are you still thinking? Now, these people start rethinking. And that is exactly what needs to be done, right? I'm bursting with ideas, but you know what? I'm very excited about this tour, Chief. Tomorrow is going to be a big leg. We're going to be meeting in this state called Ajman, which is slightly off Sharjah.
Okay.
And very soon we are actually having the UAE tour, where we are going to go city by city, coffee shop by coffee shop, hotel by hotel, talking to people with an entourage of people trying to say, we are renowned and this is an opportunity. And that is Black Living Water. And that is going to change your life. So thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Chief.
No, thank you, everybody. My pleasure, and definitely looking forward to the next event. And I share with you that, let's close off March strong, like Mr. Pradeep just said, and then we go for the next 90 days, right? So we keep on building in these 90-day increments, and it does change lives. Right now, we have a blessing in our hands, and the next person doesn't even know our name yet, doesn't know Renown. They've never heard of it before, but they're praying for good health. They're praying for an opportunity or a plan B, or they need something. They need something in their life. And we've got that gift. So let's go out there and share that gift. So my pleasure being here. Lots of love to everybody. Great seeing everybody's faces. Everybody have a fantastic evening.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.